In part 3 of section 1, we're taking a look at bar graphs and figuring out how to calculate frequencies and all sorts of other distributions based on those bar graphs. So a bar graph consists of columns that are plotted on a graph. So we have these columns right here. The columns have a label. That label is going to be, in this case we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Depends on what the context of the situation is. Then we have this frequency. How often does that occur, or what's the amount that we're looking at? Generally speaking, with a bar graph, the first thing I'm going to want to do is take those values that I have and find out what they are. So on Monday, it looks like the amount earned in dollars is 110. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in the bar so I can see that, 110. Same thing with Tuesday, so it looks between 80 and 100. Let's call it 90. Wednesday looks pretty nice. It's actually right on 100. Thursday is 60. And Friday looks like 90. And Saturday is 130. So now that I have those numbers, it can make answering the questions a little bit easier. So the problem says we have a bar chart below shows the amount of money Mr. Smith earned each day for a week. The categories are the days of the week, and the heights of the bar represents the amount of money he earned. So these are all of your categories down here, and then this is the amount of money he could make. So based upon the graph above, answer the following questions. We want to know how much money did he make on Thursday. So I'll look at Thursday, and it looks like $60. Approximately how much money did he make in total on Monday and Tuesday together? So Monday we know is 110. Tuesday we said was 90. So together, I add these up, make about $200 in those 2 days. Question 3, approximately how much more money did he make on Saturday than Thursday? So we're comparing Saturday, which was 130, and then Thursday was 60. So the difference between those would be $70. So on Saturday, he made $70 more than he did on Thursday. On what day did he make the largest amount of money? Clearly, that's Saturday. That's got the highest height for any of them. And on what 2 days did he make approximately the same amount of money? So it looks like here Tuesday and Friday have the same dollar amounts, which would be $90. Okay, so let's take a look at a different type of bar graph. This one's more of a horizontal graph. So same idea, but now our frequency is over here and our categories are here. So it's basically turned on its side. I'm still going to follow the same strategy of I want to find out what those numbers are first before I answer the questions, because I know they're going to ask me about numbers. So the red looks like 33. And purple, it's between 21 and 24, a little closer to 21 than 24, so I'm going to call that 22. Blue is 21. Black looks like it's 22, just like purple. Silver is 9. And gold is between 30 and 33, closer to 33, so that must be 32. All right, so now let's go ahead and answer the questions attached to this graph. And the first one says, how many people voted for black as the favorite color? That looks like 22. How many more people voted for gold? So that's 32. Then blue, 21. So if I subtract those, I get 11. True or false? More people voted for blue than purple. And that is just barely false. Looks like purple has one more vote than blue. And how many people voted in total? So we're going to have to add these up. So I'm going to take 33 plus 22 plus 21 plus 22 plus 9 plus 32. So when I add all those up, I end up getting 139 people. And what percent of people voted for red? So we know we have 139 total. Red was 33 people. So we're going to take 33 out of 139 and find out what that is as decimal. But we want it as a percent, so we'll convert that. So this would be 0.2374. If we're going to round that to a percent, or change that to a percent, we're going to multiply that number by 100. So it'd be 23.74%. Directions say round to the nearest percent, so we're going to call it 24%. And 16 says list the colors in order of most votes to least votes. So it looks like red is first, followed by gold. Now we're into the 20s. So purple and black are next. And then what do we have here? Blue, followed by silver. All right, so again, a sideways or a horizontal bar graph, it really is no different than the vertical one. It's just a matter of the frequency is down here in the bottom versus up and down. Now, there's one other type of bar graph I want to take a look at, and that's when we have a side-by-side comparison. So in a side-by-side bar graph, bar chart, what we're looking at is comparing two things at one time. We still have the same idea that we have our categories down here, and then our frequency up at the top. Now we're comparing the number of girls compared to boys. So just like I did before, I'm going to take those numbers and put them into the chart. So it looks like here we have 30, 25, 35, 35, 15, 20, 10, and 5. All those fall on nice numbers, so that's nice. It says which activity had the most participation? Not boys versus girls, but the activity overall. So tennis looks like it has 55 people, swimming 70, canoeing 35, and crafts 15. So the most participation would be swimming. If each camper participated in exactly one of the four activities, how many campers were in attendance? So we're going to take all of our activities and add them up. So when I take 55 plus 70 plus 35 plus 15, we find out there were 175 campers. In which activity did more girls participate than boys? So we're looking for that red chart, or the red frequency, to be higher than the blue. So tennis and crafts. There we go. And last one, in which activity did at least 25 boys participate? So we're looking for that line of 25. So at least 25 means 25 or greater. So tennis and swimming. So the side-by-side bar graph is basically like a regular old bar graph, but you have two things going on at one time. So it's not very different, just a matter of am I looking at one at a time or both.